Hello there. Thank you so very much for joining me today. This is going to be a nice full body, powerful flow. And we're going to start this one in a seated position. Cobbler is going to be what I choose. If you want to grab yourself a block, you can go ahead and pause me now and get yourself a block. If you like it in, say, revolved triangle or revolved half moon, she's going to be necessary. I'm actually going to sit on her too for my cobbler. So go ahead and meet me there. This just allows me to have a little more space. It's first thing in the morning for me, so my hips aren't feeling quite as open. Once you get here, just go ahead and close the eyes down. Roll the shoulder blades down the back body, lengthening through the spine here. Just take a few rounds of breath to really ground into your space. Noticing how the physical body is feeling today. Taking note of the thoughts that are bubbling up, but not getting carried away with either, just becoming the observer here. You can slowly begin to hinge from those hips to come forward. If it feels good, you could take a little pulse here, rising and falling slowly to get a little bit deeper here, maintaining a straight spine. Slowly we come back up. Butterfly those legs, build up a little bit of energy in the body here. Beautiful. Coming around all fours. Once you get here, we're just going to make sure that the hips are, in fact, over the knees. And the shoulders are over our wrist here, gripping through the mat. Gaze is in between the thumbs. Next inhale, that gaze goes up. Big arc through the spine here. Exhale, we round. Gaze goes towards the feet. Do this a few times, syncing up with your own breath here. Inhales lift, and the exhales round us. One more full round wherever you are. We'll all come back to this neutral spine. Go ahead and tuck those toes, come into bear, hovering those knees off of the mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the hips up and back, down dog, maybe walking the hands slightly forward. Go ahead and give your dog a little walk here, stretching through the back of the legs, pushing through the shoulders here. Maybe finding some stillness. Take the gaze forward, hop, step, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel up. Roll those shoulder blades down the back body. Head and neck come up last. Inhale those arms up. Maybe take a slight back bend. Slice through the sky, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we plant the hands, step the feet back, plank. If you want to take a chaturanga to up dog, be my guest. Otherwise, we'll do knees, chest, chin. And then we'll roll into our cobra. And everybody will meet downward facing dog. Taking a round of breath once we land here. Gaze goes forward onto those tiptoes. Hop, step, or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll peel up to standing. Rolling those shoulder blades down the back body, palms face forward. Bring those feet together, arms up. Sit back chair. Beautiful, forward fold, hands come to the mat, step that right foot back. Inhale will bring us up into our high lunge, arms overhead. Maybe take some pulses here to feel into those hips, slow pulses. Beautiful. Framing that left foot, stepping it back, plank. You can do knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, up dog. Either way, we'll all meet back. Downward facing dog. Onto the toes, gaze comes forward. Hop, step, jump, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, peel up. Roll those shoulder blades down the back body. Ha. Arms go up. Sit back chair. Forward fold. Hands plant down. Left foot steps back. Inhale brings us up. Arms overhead. High lunge. And maybe taking those pulses on this side. Just to feel into these hips. Beautiful. Hands plant. Step it back, plank. Vinyasa of your choice here. We'll all meet back. Downward dog. Hop, step, jump forward. Half lift. Exhale, we fold. Next inhale brings us up, half lift, and fold. Peel up to standing. Roll those shoulder blades down the back body. Bring those feet together, arms up. sit back chair. Maybe coming up onto those tiptoes. Lowering the hips a little lower. And stand. Yeah. Big step back. We're coming in. Wide forward fold. So bring the feet as wide as you want. Hands to our hips. So we're just going to fold forward here. And we're going to take a little sway. You can bring your hands to the mat if you'd like. Otherwise, we'll just leave them on the hips here. One more round of breath here. And we'll slowly bend through the knees to come up to stand. Go ahead and take those arms out into a T. Pivot that right foot towards the front of the mat. Coming in for triangle here, so let's make sure our alignment is correct. And then we're going to pivot forward and then oscillate that right hand down towards the mat, coming in for triangle. Take a round of breath. Beautiful. Come up. Warrior 2 on this right side. On our inhale, we're going to bring the hands behind the head. Straighten through that right foot. Pivot around. Right leg and pivot it around. Pivot on this left foot. Hands come back into our T. Pivot forward and oscillate down into our triangle pose. One more full round of breath. Back up, warrior 2. Beautiful. Hands come behind the head. Pivot around. We're back into our wide-legged position. We're going to unfold again here. If you want to leave your hands behind your head, take that sway. Or you can bring your hands to the mat, whatever feels better for you here. One more round of breath. I'm going to bend through those knees to come back up to standing. If you want to grab that block, go ahead and grab it now. We're pivoting on this right foot. We're coming around for that revolved triangle. So if you can't put this block on the outside of that right foot, put it on the inside. We're just finding what we can do here, okay? Left hand's coming to that block. Right hand's going up. Playing with that balance here. Talking kind things to yourself. Revolved half moon. So you're going to bring the block slightly forward, pouncing up on that back foot. Big round of breath here. And we're going to set this left foot back down. Go ahead and carry that block on over to the other side. We're pivoting fully around. So our left foot is now pointed towards that side of the mat, towards the left side of the mat. We're going to bring this block on the inner or the outer part of that foot. Right hand's coming down to that block. Left arm up. Revolved triangle. Big, deep, steady breaths here. Beautiful. Bring that block slightly forward. Pounce up on that back foot, coming into revolved half moon. Another round of breath. Big step back. Coming in that wide-legged position again, moving that block out of your way, finding our forward fold. wide-legged forward fold. You can bring your hands to the mat. You can also take opposite or peace fingers around the big toes to help pull you a little deeper here. Beautiful. Pivot around. We're going to walk the hands towards the top of the mat. Step that right foot back. Vinyasa of your choice. We'll all meet back. Down dog. Lowering down to our forearms, coming in for dolphin. We're going to do some push-ups here, so nose towards thumbs. They don't have to go all the way down. You can walk those feet in as good as you want or as close as you want. I'm just going to take 5 push-ups here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's hold in this dolphin. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly lower those knees down. We're going to either play with crow or headstand. And of course, if you have pincha or handstand, you can go ahead and play with either one of those. If you are new to crow, I'll just play with that today. You can bring your block in front of your face, hands firmly planted on the mat, a little bit wider than like hip distance. You're trying to get these knees on the back of these muscles, not quite on that elbow, but they can rest on that elbow if that feels and that works for you. If you love to play in crow and you want another step, you can try crane, and that's just tucking these knees more up towards our armpits. And then if you're new to this, we just teeter-totter with the block so our head doesn't come to the mat. And we're breathing. We're not holding or clenching the breath in whatever pose we are playing with. And whatever you do, we'll have about 30 more seconds of play. Beautiful, beautiful job. We're going to go ahead and take a seat back whenever you're ready. Coming into a seated forward fold. If you'd like to use that block under your hips, go ahead and do that now. Once you get there, we're just going to shimmy our way forward. So we're taking our time here. Keeping the gaze forward to try to keep that spine as nice and long as possible. Trying to get more into the legs than that back. Beautiful. Peeling up. Take this right foot over to the left. So we're actually crossing it. Foot is not on the mat. Leg is just crossing. And we're going to do the same thing. Just slowly coming forward. Keeping the gaze forward. Maybe getting this belly to touch this right thigh. If it doesn't, it's okay. It's just the general direction we are working towards here. Slowly we come back out of it. Release the right leg, cross left over right. Same things here. Just slowly inching our way forward. Beginning to be back in contact with that nice and slow, steady breath. And slowly peeling up. We're going to pull that right leg in this time. So right foot is beside of that left thigh. We're going to come forward and wrap this right arm around and behind. This is a nice shoulder stretch. If you can bind here. If not, we're just wrapping this left arm around the back. If you can catch that right hand, be my guest. And then same thing, inching our way forward here. Noticing the different sensations here. The pull is different. And slowly release that bind, sitting back up nice and tall. We're going to catch this right leg with the left hand, right arm up and over that rainbow. Beautiful twist. Beautiful. Counter that twist to the left. And then we'll come to the other side. Right leg goes out long. Left foot comes up to that inner right thigh. Leaning forward and wrapping that left arm around. And maybe taking that right arm behind us. And if you can, catching that left hand. And then slowly folding forward here. Slowly release that bind to come back up. Hug this left leg with this right arm. Left arm up and over that rainbow. Beautiful twist here. Beautiful. Slowly come back around. We're going to go ahead and take that counter twist to the right. Beautiful. Back around to center. If you want to rock and roll with me, now is your chance to rock and roll. Otherwise, we're just going to be on our backs. We're going to be doing leg lifts, so you can go ahead and come down to your back with those legs up. Taking the hands under our booties here. The toes can be pointed or flexed. I find this easier if they're pointed. We're going to do 10 of these. We're keeping the low back on the mat. If doing both the legs at one time is just horrendous for you, just go with one leg at a time and alternate. And we're just going to go for 10. Lower for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug those knees into the chest. And we're coming in for happy baby. So bending through the knees, catching that calf or the ankles or the outer edges of the feet here. We want to feel both the shoulder blades on the mat and our tailbone. Coming back to the breath here, allowing it to return to its natural ebb and flow. You can play with straightening the legs here, finding a rock, or you can just come to stillness. Slowly we release those feet. Coming in for Shavasana, tucking those shoulder blades, palms face up. Noticing how the physical body feels here now. The yearning to sit here. And how is the mind now? Have the thoughts calmed down at all? Taking this moment of peace and thoroughly enjoying it. Slowly beginning to bring the awareness back into the body. By taking a full body stretch. I'll roll into our fetal position. We'll slowly push up into a comfortable seat. You can go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. Our quote today comes from an American poet. His name is Luke Levi. The world is absurd, but I still cling to its flowers like a bee drunk on spring. Remember to cling to the beautiful things. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you so very much. I love your support and I love all your comments. Please do leave them for me. I love to read them and to respond. As always, I hope you have a marvelous rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat.